Hello, welcome back to my channel. Today I want to talk to you about the importance of sinking funds, what I have, why I have them, where I keep them, how much I contribute to them, and what even is a sinking fund. And do I have a sinking fund for the Appalachian Trail? Let's find out. Hi, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Jessica and I am currently trying to get out of debt so I can save some money in order to hike the Appalachian Trail. It's looking like it's gonna be 2022 and I'm just documenting my debt-free journey until that happens. So what even is a sinking fund? Well, according to Google, it is a fund formed by periodically setting aside money for the gradual repayment of a debt or replacement of a wasting asset. I currently have two sinking funds. One is for the dentist. I have to get a crown up here somewhere or down here, or maybe it's, I don't know where it is. I love my dentist, but going to the dentist for a cleaning is like taking your car in for an oil change. They always find something wrong. I asked the dentist, like, hey, is this something that needed to be taken care of immediately? He was like, yeah. Makes me wonder how serious it is. He's like, nah, it's okay. You could take care of it when you get your next cleaning. Okay, great. So what I did was I asked him, like, how much is that gonna cost? He says around $300. So what do? I go to my calendar, I count my paychecks, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 until that actual appointment. So then I take $300 divided by 8. So that equals $37.50. But let's just round up to $40. Every time I get paid, I put $40 into that sinking fund. So by the time I go back for my next appointment, I'm gonna have just enough money to pay for that damn crown. Now, will I have extra? Maybe. But you know what? I just went into the dentist's office and had like a horrible time getting poked and prodded and all this and that. So I'm gonna get some ice cream or something with the rest of the money. Sounds reasonable to me. The other sinking fund that I have is for a vacation. And I know, you're not supposed to go on vacation when you're getting out of debt. I know that, I know. Wait, listen to me. I'm kind of losing my mind here. This getting out of debt business is pretty serious and it's pretty intense. And I have an adventurous spirit and I need to get somewhere. I need to get out of here. So me and a friend are planning on saving $500 to $600 and getting out of here for the summer. Heading to somewhere cooler, hopefully. Those are the two current sinking funds that I have. Where do I keep these sinking funds? Well, I have two banks. I have a Chase account. I have a Capital One 360 account. Capital One 360, I not only have my sinking funds, but I also have several savings accounts. I have my emergency fund, which sits there. I have a savings account for my dog. I have a savings account for car maintenance, and I have a savings account for backpacking. Now what happens is that every single time I get paid, I have line items for those categories. My dog always gets $40 no matter what every single time I get paid. Now her food doesn't cost that much and sometimes we never spend it, and that's when it goes into that savings account. And that just kind of piles up, and the reason I like it that way is because if my dog gets sick or if she needs a toy or if she needs a bed or if she needs something, I don't need to adjust my budget for her. She has her own account with her own money. That's how we pay for her. For instance, she had to go to the vet. She was having some gum problems. We just have problems in this family, I guess. She was also having some dental issues, so we had to take her to the vet. That ended up costing $107. Now, instead of that being an unexpected expense, I had money in her account. All I did was say, hey, Capital One savings account, move over $107 to my Capital One checking account, and then I just got out my card and inserted that puppy right up in there. Inserted that card right up in there, rather. And there she was all paid for. Now I do the exact same thing with my car. So my car also gets $40. That money is there for oil changes, tires, anything like that. My car obviously doesn't need all of that every 2 weeks. So $40 every single paycheck kind of just grows and grows and grows and grows. And if I have an emergency and need to get to it, it doesn't need to come out of my emergency fund. It could just come out of my savings account. For instance, I was driving not that long ago on the freeway when I noticed like all this smoke coming out from the back of my car. Well, I realized it was actually coming from the front of my car. So I was able to make it home, but then I lifted up the hood and there was just it was all jacked up and I had no idea what was going on. Luckily, I have a mechanic in the family, and he came and he grabbed my car and he took it home and he fixed it. $320, I think. And if I didn't have that money, it would have had to come out of my emergency fund. But because I had that saved up, I just paid for it, and it was like no sweat off my back. So those are definitely two savings accounts that I'll always have. If anything, I should probably be contributing more to them, but I don't. Now, backpacking is a different story. I had it set up so I could just contribute money to it when I wasn't backpacking in case I needed gear. Right now, I don't really need any gear, but I'm still going to keep it just in case. What that fund also pays for is the post-trip meal. So when we go out backpacking a day, 2 days, 3 days, whatever it is, we always come out of the backcountry, we always want a burger, we always want pizza, we always want something delicious. So that savings account also pays for my post-hike meal. So that's it for what I keep in my Capital One 360 account. Now let's talk about some other accounts that I probably should start up. One is a medical fund. I don't have any sort of medical fund. If something happens to me or I have to go to the doctor, I'm gonna need to pay for it. I don't have one of those set up. Luckily, nothing tragic has happened to me, but I probably should save aside maybe $50 a paycheck, maybe $40 a paycheck, just like my car, in order to just have something in the bank just in case I need to go see a doctor. Another sinking fund that I'm going to consider is starting one for concerts. I like to go out, I like to go see artists, I like to go to basketball games, I like to go to sporting events, I like to go and participate in people who come into my city to perform. I like doing that. I missed out on so many things because I didn't have any money. It was never in the budget, and it's crazy because it's like tickets go on sale Friday, and it's like, how come you couldn't give me a little bit more time? So I'm considering having a fund for that just because I really enjoy going out and doing all of that stuff with friends and like having a wonderful time. So it's something that I'm going to consider. So do I have a sinking fund for the AT? The answer to that, as you probably have guessed, is no. I do not have a sinking fund for the AT. I plan on getting out of debt first because I get charged interest on my credit cards and on my student loan. I need to get rid of that as fast as I possibly can before I start contributing to a savings account for the AT. And at that point, I won't have any debt at all. So I'm just gonna be throwing crazy amounts of money into that fund. Now, how much I'm going to be saving, that's a topic for another video because I'm not quite sure just yet. I will definitely be posing the question to you guys to help me out how much you think that I should be saving for the AT. Right now, I just wanted to talk to you about my sinking funds. So let me know what you have. Do you have a savings account for your pet? Do you have a savings account for your car? What other sinking funds do you have? Do you have a medical one? How much do you contribute if you have a medical sinking fund? Because I have no idea what I should be putting in there. Let me know if you have any ideas for anything else that I'm just not thinking of, because I like to be prepared and I want to be prepared. That's it, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Hit that like button, hit subscribe, tell your friends, leave me a comment, and we'll see you next time.